Missing the party. Come on.
Greetings, tribe, and welcome to Snackin with Ortega. I'm your host of extraordinary magnitude, Ortega LaTrobe, and today we're doing beef stew. That's right, a nice comfort food classic, and here's what we need. Gonna need some flour, and we're gonna season that up with black pepper, white pepper, red pepper, paprika, and a little Goya adobo. Gonna need a little oil, a nice big bowl of beef, potatoes, carrots, garlic, some celery and onion, tomato paste, a little wine, some lovely peas, oregano and thyme, a little worcestershire sauce, butter, and a cornstarch slurry for the sauce. First thing we're gonna do, season this flour, like so. Dig it. Now, just gonna whisk it all together. Gonna take our big stew pot, put it over medium-high heat, hit it with a little oil. Then, working in batches, we're gonna take our beef, coat it in the flour, and then toss it in the pan to get a nice sear. All right, we're just gonna let that first batch go until it gets a nice crust on it. First batch is good and ready. We're gonna go ahead and scoop that out, set it off to the side. And then we're gonna repeat the process for batch number 2 and batch number 3. And there we have our lovely beef. Now, take a little red wine, deglaze your pan. Gonna take our onions and celery and add it in there. And we're just gonna let those saute over a medium heat for about 4 or 5 minutes to soften everything up a little bit. Those veggies have gone for about 5 minutes. What we're gonna do is go ahead and add in 3 cloves of fresh minced garlic. We would have added it in earlier, but then it would have burnt and got bitter. For you first time viewers. Gonna let that go about 1.5 minutes. Then we're gonna add in some tomato paste, like so. Stir that in real good, get it broke down. Now, turn your oven to 325. Then we're gonna add our beef stock to our pot. That being said, make sure you have a dish that is oven safe to use. And you don't have to do this in the oven, you can do this on the stovetop. Now we're just gonna lid this up, bring our base to a boil, and we'll be back when the base is boiling. Our stew base is boiling. We're gonna go ahead and add our beef and our seasonings. Some worcestershire, a little thyme, a little oregano, good old salt, black pepper, and stir. Those carrots are gonna take a little bit longer than our potatoes to cook, so we're gonna go ahead and drop this in the oven and give them a little bit of a head start. We'll be back in about 45 minutes to add our potatoes. Also, taste it just to see if we need to adjust our seasonings at all. While we're on doing that, enjoy this. Meow 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 meow. It's time to pull that soup pot out of the oven and add those potatoes. For now, the flavors seem on point. We're gonna lid this back up, stick it back in the oven, and let this go for another hour, hour and a half until our vegetables get nice and fork tender. I've got nothing. We'll see you back in a little bit. We're back and it's time to enter the final phases of our beef stew. Let's get this out of the oven first thing. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a slotted spoon, I'm gonna remove my potatoes, carrots, and meat, set them in a mixing bowl so that I can tighten up our gravy without it getting interfering or breaking the pieces up any into the sauce. All right, now we're gonna set this aside. Got our sauce over some high heat. Gonna add this slurry and bring it up to a boil and tighten up this sauce. Our sauce is ready with the thickness. We're gonna reduce the heat, add in our frozen peas, take our meat, potatoes, and carrots, add them back in, and stir. That's a sexy stew. Let's take a look. We've turned off the heat. Now just one more thing. While this is still nice and hot, we're gonna add in a tablespoon of butter. Just stir that slowly in and let it melt. Give it a nice little richness and a nice little shine to our sauce. Butter has a lot of the same qualities that bacon does, like it makes shit taste better. Now, tribe, we've come to the part of the show where I get to take a good bite. Let's ladle some of this stew up and see how we did. Bit of everything in there. Carrots, peas, taters, and beef, man. All the good stuff that a growing boy needs. Soup spoon. Good looking bowl of stew, ain't it? That is. Get the old carote, chunk of beef, potato, and a pea. Get a little bit of everything in that bite. Look at that. Everybody's in the pool. In case you're wondering, little pea buddy in the back there. It's hot. Got to blow on it. Make it cool down is when you eat it. You don't want to burn it on a good bite. Here we go. Oh my God, it's so tender. Oh man. Oh Lord. You're like fucking MC Hammer, man. You can't touch this. It's too legit to quit. God, this is good. Okay. Wonderfully deep, rich, beefy broth, gravy, sauce, whatever. Nice tender root vegetables with a nice little sweet pop from those peas, a little bit of herbiness, a little bit of kick from the black pepper. This is a goddamn good beef stew. This is to be enjoyed on a cold winter's day. A big chunk of crusty bread, maybe a bourbon or a nice glass of red wine if you're into that kind of thing. I'm not. I think I'd have it with just a nice cold Rolling Rock, because you know me and my garbage beer, man. Hey, my food, my beer. I'll drink what I want to, right? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by the Hacienda and spending your time with us here today. This has been Beef Stew. I've been Ortega LaTrobe, and you've been snacking with Ortega.
Send in the car. Send in the car.